these bars were very small. But then finally, when the market did push down, and it had a big momentum move down, you can see that the market was unable to close on or near the low of the day, or of the week rather, again indicating that there was some buying. So my bias, at least at this point, is that we're going to see a move back up at least to this old high, if not a breakout move considerably higher over the next few weeks for the British pound. Now, having said all of that, one of the things that I want to talk about here is what happens when you run into streaks of losing trades. No trading methodology is ever 100%. That's because we as people have a tendency to make errors, mistakes in judgment, slips of the finger where we buy instead of sell instead of buy, that sort of thing happens all the time. But also, when you're trading a purely technical based system, it really does rely on probabilities, but it also relies on your mental state when you're trying to trade. I was on the phone with one of the members today, and he had run into a string of bad trades, losing trades, and I told him, look, get on the phone and call me and let's talk about it. And before he ever got on the phone, I knew what was going on because it happens in my trading, and it's happened over the years that I've been coaching other traders. First of all, the number one mistake that we can make as traders is not having a pattern. Okay, not having, basically, I guess a better way to say that would be not having a reason to make the trade. Okay, now this can come in usually one main form. And that is we're now looking at a 60-minute bar. That is looking at a single time frame and getting so focused on the single time frame that you lose sight of what is going on in the marketplace. Let me give you an example. Yesterday when the market was bouncing up, and I believe it was yes, it was yesterday. And the market was bouncing up, and you see that the market starts trading sideways. You might have a tendency to become abnormally bullish, thinking that, wow, this market's really showing some momentum to the upside. It's got to bounce from here. Well, if you forget to go back up to, say, the 4-hour bar, it would be easy for you to forget all of this momentum. I mean, we would be looking at taking a trade long right here. Well, you can see that the market has had a very drastic move down, closing nearly on the low on every single bar, finally finding a little bit of buying support in here. But remember, the principle of the 3-bar reversal is that momentum is reversed enough so the market starts making new highs. Now, if you look at this on the 4-hour bar, you can see that this market is nowhere near coming to the high of the prior 4 hours, so you're not really seeing much in the way of reversal momentum. Now over here, don't we have a completely different story? Absolutely. You've got a different story because you're coming up off of the bottom very aggressively. The next bar could not follow through. Let me clean this up. You've got buying coming in here. You've got the market unable to follow through to the downside, unable to follow through to the downside, and then finally the bars start turning up. Now we're starting to see an increase in momentum back to the upside. So you got a completely different scenario here in the two. But let's go back to this example here. Looking to buy on a bounce here, it's an okay idea, but again, you've got to see the pattern. So the key here is going to be zooming out and looking and see, is the market near a support point? Now remember, this market is trading right here at this level. Let me go ahead and draw a line roughly across the chart. I mean, is there really any kind of logical point in the marketplace near? There's a couple, maybe, well, actually, you've got one there and one here. 2 areas on the chart out of probably 6 or 8 where price intersects that there was any kind of reaction at this particular price. You can see that there's actually a little bit better support here, certainly much better support down here